Hello everyone, this is Liz Strauss. I'm the Teen/Outreach Services Manager here at the Dover Public Library, and today I'm here with another Teen Tuesday video, this one for Escape the Museum. Escape the Museum is our new digital escape room experience, and this one is not finished quite yet, but that's because it's going to have 4 different paths. So I have one of the paths figured out, and that's the one I'm going to be talking about today. And then as paths are finished and added, you'll have more puzzles and things that you can go back and replay Escape the Museum, and kind of like a choose your own adventure game, it will lead you through 2 different areas of this museum. So today we are going to be playing through the first path of Escape the Museum. This one will focus on ancient art. After you complete the Escape the Museum Part 1, the path we're going to do today, you can then complete an art project using clay and make a little clay figure, or you can make something else based on the ancient art that we will see in the escape room. This is our digital escape experience, Escape the Museum. So we have some rules here. You may work alone or in a team. You may use paper and pencil and a calculator if needed. You may open links or keep images open in a new tab. Now, if you have answers that you need to type in, they should be entered using lowercase only. Unless otherwise stated, you may use a search engine in a new tab. So a lot of this is ancient art facts and trivia that you might not be familiar with, and I've tried to create puzzles and things to give you the answers, but some of it is just trivia and you may need to Google, and that is perfectly fine. This escape experience is a work in progress. So our first available date was yesterday for Teen Tuesday, 9/15/2020. And as I update, I will update the dates on here as well so that you will know when a new path is added. So while liberties have been taken to create solvable clues and riddles, the vast majority of this information that you're seeing presented to you is from a textbook called Jansen's History of Art, the Western Tradition. I'm using the 7th edition because it's the one that I have. I used it in college. It is a 2-set art history textbook, and it is fantastic. I love it. It's probably the most expensive book that I own, and it is certainly coming in handy now. So that is what I'm using this on. But as we go through it, you'll see, okay, some of this stuff isn't quite historically accurate. So we've taken a few liberties to make a fun escape room for you guys. So those are the rules, and it just has my contact information and stuff there if you want to share it, if you have any questions, that kind of thing. And now we're going to get into the story of Escape the Museum Part 1. The Jansen Art History Museum will be closing in 10 minutes, an automated message announces brightly over the loudspeaker. You're in the gift shop, trying to decide between not 1, not 2, but 4 posters featuring works called The Last Supper. Sure, Da Vinci's is the most famous, but really, Cousin Shelley should have been more specific about which poster she wanted. You decide to get the Nold just to teach her a lesson. So this is the poster that you're going to get your cousin. This is called The Last Supper by Emil Nold from 1909. This is not the most famous one. This is probably not the one she wants. But you don't care. She wasn't specific, so this is what she's getting. The checkout line is long and full of terrors. More specifically, it's filled with little kids on a field trip. The teachers are trying to move them along, but they are vastly outnumbered. You suppose that's how the kid in front of you got a red slushie into the gift shop, and how the kid in front of him is getting away with swinging a foam sword around. The inevitable happens. The kid with the foam sword hits the kid with the slushie. As if he were trying to avoid getting hit, the kid with the slushie jumps back but loses his balance, sending the slushie flying. It lands, of course, all over you. You sigh. Sorry, the kid who used to have a slushie says. The teacher yells for the two kids. You put down the poster and head to the bathroom. You're so busy trying to get red slushy remains off of your clothes that you don't hear the final closing announcements. When you finally determine that you've done all you could do for your favorite band tee, you head back out into the museum to find it deserted. You've heard strange things happen in this museum at night. That's probably why everyone hightailed it out of here so fast. You need to do the same. You try the main door, but it's locked. You expect an alarm to sound, but it doesn't. You try your phone, no reception, and no Wi-Fi. You figure the best thing to do is look for an emergency exit. Either you'll set off an alarm somewhere and get the police to come let you out, or you'll get out yourself. It's better than spending the night here. There are 4 main areas of the museum. All are likely to have an emergency exit of some kind, but only one is not under construction. So you head to the ancient art wing. So those other 3 areas of the museum will be the other 3 paths, and as I finish them, I will add them to the escape room. So that's the basis of the story. You are stuck in this museum at night and you're looking for a way out. Totally unrealistic. There's some magic that happens. So far, nothing has come to life, though. Maybe I'll do that in part 2. But so this one focuses on ancient art. So you're going to look at prehistory, ancient Egypt, Greece, and Rome. And you'll go through each section and have different puzzles and different activities that you will have to complete in order to move on. This is done with Google Forms, and the link to this will be in the description. You're going to go through the museum, and you're going to come to different puzzles, like this one. Don't want to spoil much about anything, but this is Wounded Bison. It's an actual cave painting, and where is it really located? It's not supposed to be in this museum, but it is. And you put in your answer and click next. Okay, so as you go through the escape room, you'll also come across puzzles kind of like this, where it's a code, and you have to decipher the code and put in your answer. And remember to put in your answer with all lowercase. In this escape room, you will also see images from Egypt. You learn about famous pharaohs and a little bit about their statues and their religious rites that they performed. You could also run into puzzles like this one, where you have to figure out which one of these pieces was made out of that. We have a lot of stuff made out of clay in this section of the museum, so you could even try to make one of these with your clay. You also run into Athena, or rather a statue of Athena, or rather still, a replica of a statue of Athena, and really, if we're getting that detailed, it's a replica of a replica, because the original was long ago destroyed. I just want to highlight this last part real quick, because this is where we got our craft idea. This one, you're going to make it to a display of prehistoric statues, and this is where our clay figures come in. So based on these little guys, I did just do the outline of the actual of the actual pieces, but these are actual pieces that are in museums. Don't really know what these prehistoric pieces are, other than this is obviously a person, like they're supposed to be people. We don't know what they were used for, if they were used for anything, all that kind of thing. So this is where I got the idea for your craft, which is making a simple clay figure. And finally, you end up finding the exit. I'm not gonna share any of the answers with you. Hopefully my video editing has worked out in that way so that you guys can play and see if you can escape the museum and challenge your friends, share this with everyone, and see what you think. Do have at the end where you can leave a comment. So if you have any suggestions, you can leave them there and then submit.
Pinch its head. Pull out an arm, pull out a leg, pull out a leg. Whoops, I ran out of clay. Do some minor surgery. And just keep working it until it looks the way you want it. This clay I got from Amazon because I had to get a lot of it. Crayola makes some, and I'm just looking for air dry clay.
thank you for joining me today, and I hope you consider joining me again next week for our next Teen Tuesday. And if you would like to join in live on Zoom, we'll have a link in the description for where you can register for all of the upcoming Teen Tuesday Zoom meetings. If you're not interested in participating live, you can view an archived version of the video about a week later. So it gives me some time to edit, but that is the deadline I gave myself. I give myself a week. So I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. Bye.